Yeah.
That's it. Good. Quarter line again. Good. Good flexion. Get the right hand up and forward. Yeah. Position. Good. Quarter line again. This time we're going to do a couple steps with leg heel. I don't know how much he knows, but we're going to take a couple steps. Good. Good. Again, quarter line, couple steps with leg heel. He just needs a little more flexibility right at his girth line. He just kind of sets the ribs and the base of the neck a bit solid. Yeah, and then straight. Good, not too much angle. Good, diagonal. Yeah, catch the right leg. Soft neck. Soft, supple neck. Super. Super, not too big. Not too big. As we start this up a little bit awkward more, and although I want the energy, I don't want it to get big and flat. So when he starts to go, let's go, you're going to half out lift and bounce him along. Yeah. Face to the left side of his neck, a little bit of flexion. Super. Quarter line. Yeah. Allow the right hand to go forward slightly so that he can flex to the left. Yeah, there. He just threw in a little room. He goes, oh, my head is going through it. Yeah. A little work. Good. I like it. I like it. I like it. There you go. Good. Good. Yeah. I like it. Work. Okay. Quarter line down. Let's go this way. Good. Base of the left side of his neck, nice and supple. Just take your time. Baby steps. Baby steps. Baby, good. 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 Great. Super. You walk it. See. Where am I? Where? Good. Walk position. Okay, when he walks, you got to plant yourself first, right? You kind of say stop, and then you stop, and then you sit down. So the first step is your feet comes into that saddle, and then you lift your chest, and in other words, hold behind you. Okay, try again. Good, action on the left. So again, his only expectation as a training level horse is that he holds the flexion in the direction of the So whether it's a transition, whether it's a circle, whether it's whatever, he's just the left of center this way. Good. Another walk transition. You sit first. Sit. Almost. Very close. So I want you to take your knee off a little bit. Almost think that you could sit 3 to 5 strides of trot first, and then decide to walk. Okay? Anchor yourself. Supple your knee, soften your knee, let the shoulders stay open. Okay, walk your knee to the right. Good. Black knee. Go let it off. Pretend you just grew 2 inches taller. You got ankle weights in your boots. Yeah, that's better. Good. So we're going to sit the trot, and then you're going to walk. Relax your knee, sit, and now walk. Stop your seat. Yeah, that's better. Good. You have to try to find center in yourself in order to stop hold. And he's not quite strong enough to support a long way to the top. Which is why we only do a couple times. But I just want you to be able to kind of find center so that you feel like you can kind of make yourself the focal point. And then you sit again for the way and walk. Right? So, one more time. Yeah. A little flex on that. Flex on that. That's it. Good. Relax your knees, roots in front of you. Nice long leg. Yep, that's fine. Good boy. You kind of let go and he was like, oh, that's a great response. Good. There's only good mistakes, right? Like your circle. Flexion left. Yeah, flexion left.
He's very nice and mental.
Yeah, flexion left. No, he has a nice long leg, and he has good reach in his stride. So we want to make it as big and give him as much presence as possible, right? So for the balance sake, you have to let go of the base of your neck in order to keep the muscle moving. So that's the balance muscle. Okay? So we're going to do the same thing in the canter transition. And I like this text because I like the way it kind of sets you up. You have this break in the first order circle. So we'll stick with that. We'll do a one circle and then we'll go down the long side and we'll do the transition. Through the whole thing, he needs to be just flexed to the left. Okay? So every stride he takes is a small reminder. The inside leg stays on for support, and then especially as he transitions from the circle to the long side, we know that's where they kind of move and so you have to make sure that you are seated in that saddle when you come past A. Almost feels like you could cut the corner of it just to give him the benefit of the doubt. And get him in that shoulder forward position so that that transition to trot is set up in front of the inside punch. So if he's in position in front of himself, to the left of center, that's a lot more balance. Like this against the wall, you get that. So up to trot. Position. Yeah, got it. Position. But hey, what I say we're going to be somewhat strict on the position. We're not going to have any kind of iron grip on. We're just kind of like every step. Go left, 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 left. Right? So he still has the freedom to move and make decisions and shoot and all these things. But we have to develop the muscles around carrying himself over the inside line. Yeah. So when he feels soft and ready, you're going to pick up that transition anywhere between A and wall. Finish your circle and move your transition. Just nice, steady, and very just happy little open hand. At that base of the neck, soft, to the left, to the left. I like stay forward and third. Good. So when you feel like you bring your feet forward, you touch that down and that curve and on that inside. Yep. And on the inside seat bone, good. Because when the weight is over the inside seat bone, the transition is easier because you can balance. Good. So even here, look at the foot. If he falls apart, we don't rush him back up. He gets laid out. Good. There you go. I don't ever want him to stress about being long. No, you can't do it. Good. Position your left. Left. Yep. There you go. That's a perfect example of a training level transition, right? Good. My leg on for support. Base of the neck to the left. Good. Base of the neck to the left. Good. Trot. Super. Good boy. Base of the neck to the left. Good man. Diagonal. Good. And you can see the lack of muscle in that, which is also why we don't hold in many positions. You need to be able to figure out what's your head. But, ooh, you're a little floaty. Look at you. Show it off. Good. All you need to go. Super. Super. You got right leg forward under. If he offers more trot, great. We just don't let him trot out from underneath us. Again, half halt. Cycle the energy up through the saddle and softly into your hand. Yes. Soft. Good. You think about lifting the chest. Yeah. He's a slightly downhill horse and an uphill horse. So you take it to make it. Good. Whenever you're ready, we'll do the same canter thing. So somewhere in the corner, finish your circle. Keep him positioned slightly right. Good. Use that. He's soft. Technically, he's right. Good. We get it. This is why I love stuff with green horses too, because they don't know different. So your body will something and he answers the question. Good boy. Good. Now sit down. Good. Soft. Inside leg on. Good. Now hold the right feet bone. you just let him walk after that, so you have a moment to go, okay, I'm all right, and then we'll do it again. Right? So this way, he tends to kind of pop even this out a little bit more this way. Yeah. Yeah. So it's about you trying to find your center, which is hard, especially when he's sensitive, right? You kind of lean over the thing and he wants to walk. Right? So you have to kind of keep the jump in your hip while you're adding weight down to your inside. Does that make sense? Yeah. You still have to kind of oscillate with the movement to not shut them down, but very slowly make change. Just try again. Right?
She asked me what we said the same thing. I think and these
So when he gets anxious, we just kind of bring it down. We make it a little bit easier.
what kind of camera is this anyways?
Sitting kind of on your right butt cheek a little bit more.
I wanted to know what it was because I can't remember the name of it.
Left to the right. Yeah, that's fine. Fine. Trust. Avoid. Draw the circle at that end. Especially when they're very well, that's sometimes they're angry. So we just keep the end point for us possible. Yeah. Right attention.
Yes.
Wow, we're down the left lane.
Better. Thank you.
One more canter this way.
I think she I like her.
Stop your big. When he gets tired, he's going to kind of zoom and come back and zoom. So your jaw zoom back.
This was the highest Zoom I could get.
Yeah, very nice.
What
Keep your right center.
she has a
Keep your bottom
She
alongside.
does. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Come down.
She's got a much better
Right.
It's this way.
So he just gets a little more unbalanced this way and throws that left shoulder out.
Right.
So this is the direction where you have to ride a little bit more clear in feeling. So every step you're trying to, like, as you sit, push your left knee on him gently and your left brain at the base of his neck and just squeak open the right door. So he gets the idea that he can start to bring his shoulders around the right spine. Yeah. And he's going to probably do a little bit where he's, yeah, he's a little slower and he comes up and gets faster. So, again, you just have to kind of right the ship. Very clear your seat. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And keep moving the shoulder and let him figure the head. Yeah. Yeah. So you lean on the wall a bit. I know. It's hard, though. Yeah. And the right shoulder around a bit more. Good. Yeah. Over the left elbow. Almost feel like you could counterbend him. Yeah, so that outside shoulder has to move a bit quicker than the inside. Yes, yeah. Keep him straight on the left side of the neck and outside of the neck. Yeah, 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 that's better. Because you just have to straighten out the front end hard, right? Yeah. Good. And walk him. Maybe from the outside. You're sitting. Yes, exactly. Chest up. Good. That was better. That was better. Good. You don't have to drop it. want to do